Hello my dear children, once again welcome to our physics class. So today we are going to discuss the next topic, that is change of state, and we had discussed about anomalous behavior of water, heat capacity, specific heat capacity and calorimetry in our previous class. So in this class is a continuation of our previous class. So in this session we will discuss about change of state and the rest of the things. So let's get started. Change of state. So what do you mean by change of state? From the title itself we can understand the concept. Change of state is the transition from one state to another state. That is change of state from solid to liquid, or change of state from liquid to gas, or change of state from solid to gas. Okay, so the transition from either solid or liquid or a gas, and a gas to either liquid or solid is termed as change of state. And change from solid to liquid is known as melting. You already know that. Change from liquid to solid ice is known as fusion. Similarly, change from liquid to gas is known as vaporization. And change from solid to gas is known as sublimation. Okay, so these are the different change of state or different form of transitions. Okay, and during change of state, the two different states coexist in thermal equilibrium and the temperature remains constant until the completion of the change of state. Okay, so if we consider the case of melting, here solid melts to form liquid. Okay, and the temperature at which solid and liquid coexist in thermal equilibrium with each other is known as melting point. So during change of state, the two different states coexist in thermal equilibrium. So during melting, the two different states, that is solid and liquid, coexist in thermal equilibrium. And the temperature at which this solid and liquid coexist in thermal equilibrium is known as melting point. Okay, and similarly, what is boiling point? You know, water is when water is heated or when the liquid is heated, it starts to boil and forms vapor. It is a form of vaporization. So the temperature at which liquid and vapor coexist in thermal equilibrium with each other is called boiling point. Okay, and the melting point decreases with pressure. Okay, melting point decreases with pressure. Similarly, boiling point increases with pressure. That means when pressure increases, melting point decreases and the substance melts quickly. But at the same time, when the pressure increases, boiling point increases and it takes much time for the object to boil, for the substance to get boiled. Okay. So, boiling point increases with increase in pressure, but melting point decreases with increase in pressure. So, what is thermal equilibrium? At this state, there is no loss or gain of heat takes place. The temperature at which the solid and liquid states of the substance are in thermal equilibrium with each other is called melting point. And this melting point depends upon the substance and pressure. Melting point of a substance at standard atmospheric pressure is called normal melting point. And we already discussed melting point of a substance decreases with increase in pressure. Then we want to discuss an important concept of this chapter, that is regulation. So what do you mean by regulation? The regulation can be studied with the help of an experiment. See, can you see this figure? Just look at this figure. In this figure you can see one ice block. So take such an ice block and put a metal wire over this ice block as shown here. So this is the metal wire, and put that metal wire over the ice block as shown here, and attach 5 kilogram blocks at the two ends of the wire. Here you can see at two ends of the wire a weight block has been attached, which is shown by the green color, and attach a 5 kilogram blocks at the two ends of the wire as shown here. Then we can see that the metal wire passes through the ice block to the other side without splitting it. Okay, you can see the metal wire passes through the ice block downwards, through the ice block to the other side without splitting it. The ice block is not splitted here. So how is it possible? See, how is it possible? We had already studied that when the pressure increases, melting point decreases. So the substance gets melted quickly. So here when the weight is attached to the either ends of the metal wire, what happens? That weight exerts much pressure over this ice block, or only on this portion. Okay, so the metal wire exerts some pressure over this portion, on the upper portion of the metal ice block. So what happens? The melting point of the ice block at this region decreases and it gets melted quickly. As soon as the block gets melted on the upper portion, the wire passes through the metal block, and after that what happens? The portion of the metal block just above the wire gets regained to the previous original state. That means it becomes ice again. So our metal block is now inside the, our metal wire is now inside the ice block. Now again what happens? These two weights are remain attached to the metal wire. So again the metal wire starts to exert pressure on the bottom layers, on the adjacent bottom layers of the ice block as before. So pressure exerted will be more, melting point of that ice block on that region decreases. So what happens? Melting point decreases, so the object gets melted quickly. So that region will become ice, converts to water. So as soon as the ice converts to water, the metal wire passes through that region, and as soon as the metal wire passes through that region, immediately above the metal wire, the ice block goes back to the previous temperature and it becomes solidified. Okay, so thus we can see the metal wire gets trapped inside the ice block. So this phenomenon is known as régulation. So the melting point of ice just below the wire decreases due to increase in pressure. As the ice melts, wire passes and refreeze due to the decrease in pressure. This process is called régulation. Okay, so here we can see if we have a block of ice and a copper wire pulled by two masses, if we will observe that copper wire can pass through ice block. This is because copper is good conductor of heat. So as it passes through the ice, it gets refreeze as the copper will generate heat. And this heat will pass quickly to the ice below and it starts melting because there is increase in pressure which lowers the temperature. As a result, the wire will move through the ice. This happens because of régulation. So this is régulation process. Régulation can be defined as the phenomenon in which the freezing point of water is lowered by the application of pressure. So due to the pressure exerted by the metal wire on the ice block, the freezing point of water is lowered. Now what is vaporization? Transition from liquid to vapor is vaporization. The change of state from liquid to vapor or gas is vaporization. The temperature at which liquid and vapor states of the substance coexist is called its boiling point. Boiling point at standard atmospheric pressure is known as normal boiling point and depends upon the nature of substance and pressure. It increases with increase in pressure and vice versa. As the altitude increases, the density of the air becomes thinner and thus exerts less pressure. At high altitudes, external pressure on water is therefore decreased and will take less energy to break the water. If less energy is required, it means less heat and less temperature, which means that water will boil at a lower temperature at high altitude. Hence, it is said that cooking is difficult at high altitude. Why? At high altitude, pressure is low. So, boiling point of the water decreases with decrease in pressure. When boiling point decreases, what does it mean? The water gets boiled quickly and the food items don't get enough heat to be cooked. Okay, so cooking is difficult at high altitude due to the less pressure. Then what is sublimation? Transition from solid to vapor directly is known as sublimation. So during sublimation process, both the solid and the vapor states of a substance coexist in thermal equilibrium. Example, dry ice sublimes iodine. Naphthalene balls sublimes to gaseous state. Okay. So children, that's all for today's session. Notes of the topic and YouTube video have been uploaded. Please go through it. We will meet in the next session. Till then, take care all of you. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.